Hello, everyone. First of all, introductions. My name is Damien Powell, and I am FundCount's Vice President of Sales in North America. Welcome to the webinar about data management challenges for alternative fund administrators entitled Lies, Damn Lies, and Data. This webinar will take about 15 minutes, and you can ask questions right here in the chat, and I will do my best to answer them at the end of the webinar. So let's look at the problem. But today we'll discuss a critical topic in the world of finance and investment. So data management challenges for alternative fund administrators. In an era where data is often referred to as the new oil, it's crucial that we understand the unique challenges faced by those responsible for managing data in the alternative fund industry. So I recently came across a fund administrator who were managing or who have assets under administration of $20 billion. They were running their core fund administration business primarily with it all hanging together with Excel. It would take them months to complete their quarterly reporting because the data was held across more than one instance of their core platform. So this meant there was a great need for internal reconciliation, collation of data, what have you, in order for them to correctly report to their clients and their LP investors. Furthermore, in a survey at a conference I recently attended, it appears that up to 35% of a fund admin's key employees' time was spent on collating and reconciling data internally across disparate systems. 35%, that's a high number. Spending on low value functions such as data reconciliation, which is surely not the best use of a CPA's time. Now, let's explore the data management challenges faced by alternative fund administrators. I'm sure many of you can relate to this issue as you're living this on a daily basis. At FundCount, we've identified the following data management issues we regularly come across, and the list is surprisingly long. So let's look at data volume and the variety of data. Alternative funds often deal with a vast volume of data, including, let's say, transaction records, portfolio holdings, and market data. Moreover, the variety of data sources, such as exchanges, brokers, custodians, GPs, and investors, can be overwhelming. Administrators must collect, reconcile, and normalize this diverse data. So what about data accuracy and integrity? The maintaining the accuracy and integrity of all this data is paramount, but also a huge challenge. Any errors in data can lead to incorrect investment decisions, regulatory compliance issues, a loss of investor trust, and increased reputational risk. Alternative fund administrators must implement robust data validation and quality assurance processes. Anecdotal evidence here suggests that data collation and reconciliation obviously is not the best use of the CPA's time and can turn their days into boring groundhog days, which can contribute to higher than average turnover staff, which is something we also hear on a regular basis from fund administration clients. So let's look at compliance. As we know, the regulatory environment for alternative funds is complex and ever evolving. Administrators must comply with various regulations, such as the recent private fund advisor rules. Ensuring that data is reported accurately and in a timely manner to meet these requirements is a significant challenge. I'm sure many of you are enjoying, if that's the right word, the latest data reporting challenges put forward by the SEC in the private fund advisor rules, and with possibly more to come. I'll let you come to your own conclusions on how that might work out. So one thing that's also crucial in terms of an issue with data management is obviously cybersecurity threats. With the sensitive nature of financial data and alternative fund administrators, they tend to be attractive targets for cyber attacks. Protecting data from breaches and ensuring data privacy is not only a challenge, but also a legal requirement in many jurisdictions. I came across a survey in the UK not so long ago that said between 25 and 28% of firms that responded had experienced some form of cybersecurity breach in the last 2 years. I'm surprised, quite frankly, that many admitted to it, but maybe the problem is worse than we think. How do we store the data in a way that makes the fund administrator scalable? So as volumes grow, alternative administrators must address the challenges of storage and scalability. Traditional storage solutions may not be sufficient, necessitating investments in robust data infrastructure and cloud solutions. Many fund managers, and more importantly, their LP investors, require or at least prefer the data to be held in North America, as they're not comfortable with it residing on servers overseas in disparate countries. In this instance, cloud delivery of software can be a challenge for fund administrators if they're using anything but a private cloud. So let's look at data analytics and reporting. Investors increasingly demand real-time insights and customized reporting. Administrators must invest in analytical tools and reporting systems capable of handling complex data sets to meet these demands. I spoke with a fund administrator again recently who apparently spend up to 28% of their time on what they termed unplanned LP interactions. So having their data moved to one unified platform became a huge win for them in reducing turnaround times and also quarterly reporting times. So how do we cost all this? How do we budget for it? So the balancing the need for advanced data management solutions with cost constraints is a constant challenge. Administrators must find ways to optimize data management costs without compromising on quality and security. For example, costs can mount up quickly if you're having to invest in multiple platforms for multiple asset classes versus one unified IT platform, which can be multi-asset class agnostic, where everything is done on the one database, the one source code. So how do we migrate data with data management and legacy systems from legacy systems? The transitioning from legacy systems, obviously, to more platforms is often fraught with challenges when moving to particularly the latest and more modern ones. Ensuring a seamless data migration process while maintaining data integrity is a critical concern. It would take a very brave CTO or COO these days to decide to transition years of data from legacy systems onto a new platform. In fact, what we're finding at FundCount is that a large number of fund administrators see greater benefit in de-risking their operations and doing this by implementing a second solution to service all of their new clients and investors with the latest modern technology. Alternative fund administrators operate in a data-intensive environment with unique challenges. Addressing these challenges is not only crucial for the success of individual funds, but also for the overall scalability and stability and integrity of the financial industry as a whole. Embracing technology, implementing strong data governance practices, and staying informed about regulatory changes are essential steps to overcoming these hurdles. So let's look at a typical example that highlights the challenge. So this is a typical example of what we come across at FundCount. So we have data from multiple external sources, which are represented by the blue boxes, coming into multiple disparate systems within a fund administration organization. We often see that this is held together with Excel for reporting and internal reconciliation, and specifically reporting to both internal and external stakeholders. As we've already noted, there is a lot of time wasted in collating and reconciling this data, specifically when it comes to reporting time. So on this next slide, let's look at what we consider to be the fund count world. So as you can see, rather than having that spaghetti of data and data reconciliation requirements with throughout the industry, our approach is to bring all of that data together in the one unified platform. This will reduce the need for internal reconciliations, improve the quality of data, and reduce operational risk, turnaround times for ad hoc inquiries, and will enable their clients to operate on a real-time basis when making investment decisions across all asset classes. So, for example, private equity, venture capital, hedge funds, property, private debt, lending, fixed income, and personal assets, so the mansion and the yacht, for example. Fund managers and investors can benefit from a single consistent experience in terms of reporting and operations. So, in summary, as we move forward in this data-driven age, alternative fund administrators must view data management as not just a challenge, but it's also an opportunity to enhance efficiency, reduce risk, whilst delivering superior value to their clients and investors. By doing so, they can navigate the complex landscape of alternative investments with confidence, resilience, and peace of mind. Thank you for your attention. We'll now have some questions. I can see them in the chat, so don't be shy. Please feel free to ask, and I'll do my best to respond. So here we have, we do have a question. Excellent. So how often do you come across fund administrators who are primarily based on Excel? Surprisingly and shockingly, we come across it more often than you would think. The bulk of fund administrators and fund managers who we come across are in some shape or another hanging everything together using Excel. The good news is, with modern systems and, as you've seen from the fund count perspective, help is on hand. And obviously, we'd be happy to talk to you, with regards to any concerns that you have there. Any more questions? Okay. Well, as there are no questions, I want to thank you for your time and for your attendance. And I look forward to the possibility of seeing many of you in the future. Thank you very much.